Hello my lovelies, how are you? I hope you're all okay. Hope everyone is well. Well, we happy Wednesday. The sun's been out today. It's finally quiet in my house. Not for long, they're back at 8 o'clock in the morning, but it is at least quiet now, which is nice. You're going to have to excuse, I am a little bit coughy still. Doctor's put me on some steroids, which is making me all hyper, and some antibiotics, and I've got a new inhaler, but I'm still a little bit breathless. So please excuse the coughing. I might just have to take a breath now and then. Hi Natalie, hi Lindy Lou, hello my darlings. We are going to do a little project tonight, some nice easy little one. This is brilliant for those teeny tiny little bits of fabric we've got left over. If you make for craft stores and charities and stuff, it's a really good one for that as well. So we are going to do a little spill the tea bookmark, which is super cute. A couple of little things before we get started. If all of the quilt along kits have gone out, okay, that's starting on the 30th of May. Sean has set up a Facebook group just for people who are doing the quilt along. So you need to go back on the post. She put a post yesterday and request to join. If you've had your kit, or if you're just doing the booklet in class and you've had your booklet through, you need to join that class, guys. Okay, so there's was it 10, 15? There's about 20 of you so far. I think about 11 of you have requested the group at the moment. So the rest of you need to request to join. If you haven't had your kit, because I have had, they went out by DPD, and I have had an email through from DPD that they're returning one because they can't get anybody to answer, so, or pick up from the post office if they haven't been able to answer. So if you haven't had your kit and you've ordered a kit, please do let us know, okay? Because you all should hopefully have had them. I think it was one lady who ordered yesterday, Elaine. You won't have had yours yet, but well, it went out in the post yesterday, but it might not have arrived yet. But everybody else who ordered a few days ago, you should have had them. Please let me know if you have, okay? Let's say hello to some people. Hi Maria, hi Anne, hi Claire, hi Sue, hello. Oh, one little thing, I told you about the FPP, the new ones. Anne discovered, because she was making a sample up for me, that the Garden Rose FPP panel had actually been printed wrong. The company who printed them for us had reversed some numbers and they were in the wrong order. So they are reprinting them for me. So I've zeroed them on the website at the moment, but they will be back into stock if anybody wanted them. The other ones, the heart is working out brilliantly, and we know that the twisted log cabin and the pineapple work fine because I've already done those, so they're all good. Carol, you've got yours, brilliant. Hi Claire, hi Maria, hi Jackie, hello darlings. Good, yeah, and I've seen you've joined the group as well, Carol, which is brilliant. So yeah, just there is somebody that hasn't had their kit, and we don't know which one it is until it comes back to the shop now. So if you haven't had it, let us know, okay? What else? There was something else I was going to say. Those FPP panels, the new group for the quilt along. If you do want to use your own fabrics and you don't want to pay for a kit, it's £25 for the booklet. Booklet is amazing. You've got so many loads of stuff in here, okay, full pattern instructions, and you want to join in with it, then please do grab one of the spaces, because those are limited as well, okay? I think that's it. I think we can get going. Will you have them in Malvern? The kits, I can take the ones that I've got cut at the moment. I haven't cut all of them. Or the tropical colourway is all gone, I'm afraid. We can't get any more of those. There are some of the coastal blues one, and there are some of the trading posts. I can take them, and I can take some books with me, and you can you can pay for them there if you prefer, rather than doing it on the website. That's fine. No problem, Maria. We can do that. Yeah, and we're trying to get ready for Malvern as well. Tell you what, I'm like super organised this week. Super organised. It's probably because I'm having steroids at the minute. I've got lots of energy. Hi Melba, how are you, lovely? Right, let's go over to the overhead. Stop yabbiting on. and show you some stuff. Right, so no, the FPP panels. Oh yes, we will have the FPP panels. It will depend whether they get the rose ones in time for us, reprinted and back in time for us now, but we'll definitely have the other three. Definitely, Maria, yeah. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make this really cute little bookmark. Now this is the book I'm reading at the moment. It's really good actually, I'm really enjoying it. I'm only a little bit into it, but we're going to make one of these little tea bag bookmarks, okay? Really nice and easy to do. Teeny tiny bits of fabric, which is nice because you don't have to use much up. You can use tiny little scraps of fabric. I've just put my initials on this one, but we're going to have a play with some decorative stitches tonight. And you can decorate this little tea bag up however you want. And I've just lost my space now. I'll have to find that again. But because it's nice and flat, it fits in your book. And then your little tea bag bit sits out. Okay, so it's nice little gift to somebody if you're maybe gifting a book. You could do a book pouch. Remember the book pouches we did a few weeks ago? And a matching little bookmark. So I also think if you're making little things for craft stalls, really, really cute little thing. All you need is little scraps of fabric and a little bit of piping cord. But you could use any cord that you've got. You could use yarn. You know, you could plait some yarn and stuff if you've got some scraps of yarn and things. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to do the pattern yourself first of all. So you will need a scrap of paper. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark out a 3.5 by 3 inch rectangle. So I want 3.5 inches there, like that, along the bottom edge of the paper, lining up the ruler up the side like that. And I'm going to draw across 3 inches. And then I'm just going to turn that way, and it should be 3.5 inches wide, which it is like that. Okay, so start by, no, 3 inches wide by 3.5, sorry, got that wrong, 3 inches wide by 3.5. So you've got a slightly elongated rectangle. Okay, so 3 inches that way, 3.5 down that way, like that. Okay, can you see that, guys? Sorry, this camera's moved again a little bit. I don't want to move it though because it goes off. There we go, like that. Next thing you want to do is mark up 2.5 inches either side. So 2.5 that way, make a little mark, and 2.5 that way, make a little mark. And then you want the centre, which is 1.5 along the top here. So find the centre, and then you want to centralise a 1.5 inch markings over that centre mark. So half of 1.5 is 3.25. So find my 3.25 line and put that on like that. And I'm going to go there and then a 1.5. Okay, and then I'm just going to join up those little marks. So across like that and across like that. There we go. And I've made that little tea bag shape. Cut that out. Okay, so that's got your seam allowance done in with it as well. Hi Eileen, how are you, lovely? I've done it so that's got the seam allowance included. So it's 3.5 by 3, mark up 2.5, 1.5 inches across the top here, and just join those marks. Okay, so cut that out, and there's your little template done. See, you don't even have to buy a template, you can just draw your own on this one. It's super quick and easy. There we go, like that. Next thing you want to do is just fold that in half, because we're going to cut the fabric on the fold for easiness, to make it nice and symmetrical. Fold it in half like that. Okay, now I'm going to do my tea bag in white again, and then I'm going to do a coloured little tag, but you could do your tea bag in any colour. You can use any little bits and pieces. Hi Mary, hi Marion, hello my darlings. So I've got a little scrap of fabric here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it. I'm going to do a little concertina fold. So I'm going to fold up from the bottom like that. Just finger press a line in. Back over like that. Finger press a line in. And back over like that. So I've got 1, 2. No, it's going funny, isn't it? It's flashing. It doesn't like it when I move the fabric. I've got to do something with this camera. This is the new one as well. And then next thing I'm going to do is going to pop that on the fold. Now I've been overly generous here. This is very wasteful. Make your folds a little smaller than that, but just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Where's my pen? Where's my pen just gone? There it is. Then I'm going to draw around my template. Okay, so I'm just going to draw around the template along like that, down that edge, down the edge of the template, like that. Okay, so just draw around my template very roughly, like that. Cut this out. So I'm going to pop a little pin in just to hold them together, so I'm cutting them out at the the same rate and it doesn't slip. So I'm going to go up there and around. Hi Marion, like that. That way, along like that, and along the top. There we go. And we've now got our, when you open those out, our two little tea bag shapes. Okay, it's quite a big tea bag. It's a substantial tea bag. Get a good couple of cups of tea out of this, and then give them a little press. Okay, just get rid of that crease in the middle. There we go. You want a little piece of interfacing just on one side if you're going to embroider this. You could do anything here. Hi Margaret, how are you, lovely? You could do anything here. You could applique something. You could do somebody's initials. You could do anything you want. You could get your Inktense pencils out and draw something. I'm just going to do a little bit of decorative stitching on it. So on the wrong side of one of them, I've got a little piece of interfacing. It doesn't need to go up into here. It's just to stabilise behind when I'm doing my decorative stitching. So it's just a medium weight, fusible interfacing, glue side to the wrong side of the fabric, just to stabilise my stitches. Okay, like that. That's going to be the back. You could put something back and front if you wanted to. We're just going to do something on the front. Okay. Now, we're going to, any decorative stitching you like, you could just use some pretty stitches on there. You don't have to do anything. It could just be like that. I want to find the centre again, so I'm just going to, I shouldn't have ironed that fold out really, should I? There we go, like that. So I've got a little line to follow. In fact, I will do it with my pen so you can see it, because you probably can't see that white on white. There we go. I've got a little central line there to follow. Okay. And then we're going to go over to the machine. So over we go. Now, I've got some blue thread in. Again, use whatever you want. I'm going to just put a decorative stitch in. I'm just going to use one that's on my machine. I found some little fish earlier that I thought were quite cute, because my husband likes, he's a fisherman, so I'm going to give this little bookmark to him. Late joining, what are we making? We're doing a little tea bag bookmark, lovely, but we're just going to have a play with some decorative stitches to start with. I'm also going to just make sure that it only repeats 4 times, which I can do on my machine. I think that's going to be right. It might be too long. Oh, let's do 3 actually. Get rid of that. Let's just do 3. Okay. Very lucky on my machine, I can program it to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to drop it in there. I think that's about right. I think it's 3 is going to be about right. And we're going to stitch out these little fish. Well, 3 might be too many actually. 2 might have been a better shot. But have a play. This is a perfect opportunity to play with your decorative stitches. We like our decorative stitches and we never use them. Oh yeah, 3 is going to be too many. I should have started a bit higher, but it'll be alright. It'll be fine for now. See, I love my machine because it knows I can tell it just to do 3 of a pattern, and it does. It stops for me. Right, okay, so I'm going to go back over to here, and it's stitched out those 3 little fish for me. I'm not going to go too close to the camera because it goes a bit flashy. If I do it slowly up to the camera, you might be able to see. Nope, it gets flashy when I go close to the camera. There we go. Okay, so I've just done those little fishes. I'm going to snip off all my excess bits like that, and then I can just iron out that line. Oh, see, it doesn't like it, does it? The minute I move anything, oh, this camera, I don't like it. You can also just take out those little joining stitches if you want. I'm actually not going to bother because I think it looks like they're swimming up like that. Next thing we want to do is we want to just snip off that little bit of interfacing so it's in line like that. Okay. And we're going to pop in a little bit of piping cord. Now, how much piping cord? This is what we're making, Marion, by the way. We're making one of these little tea bag bookmarks. So I put in that was 8 inches I cut that at. That's, I think, more than adequate to hang outside a book. Okay, very random thought. Would the Manx Museum be interested in displaying a quilt if you took it in when we went to visit? Oh, they might do. They might do, lovely. I don't know. It's not something I thought about, but I might take it. Well, I'll definitely show them pictures anyway. We want to lie this down the centre, okay? And you want the excess coming out of the bottom. You just want a little bit of overlap at the top. And then I'm going to put the back right sides together. I hadn't thought about that, lovely, but I will certainly show them pictures. I'm not going to be able to take it with me when we go, because we've only got hand luggage and it's very heavy. But if they are interested, then I would absolutely courier over to them and stuff. Why not? It's very beautiful. I'm so happy with it. Really, really beautiful. And I know I'm a bit mean not showing you, but I want you to see it in all its glory when it's hung up at the show. And I will take lots of photos and lots of videos. Okay, so I've just clamped that in there, just pinned it down to hold it in place. This is the excess that's going to end up coming out the top. Okay, and then we're going to stitch round. So I'm going to start from about here, go all the way round and end here. You're going to leave a turning gap in the bottom. Okay, like that. So I'm just going to leave 2 inches in the bottom as a turn. Can't wait to see it. Hope to see my sample. There was about 8 that we couldn't put in. There was only about 8. There was about 8 squares, but lots of you did 2. So we have tried to make sure that everybody has got 1 in. Some of them, because there was an odd amount came in, and we had to do 11 by 11 squares. There were 8 squares that we couldn't get in. But I've tried, because like I said, a lot of you did. Oh, hang on, I've got to change my stitch. I've got to get rid of that now. So get rid of that, and then I need to go back to a straight stitch like that. There we go. I'm just using edge of foot, so sort of 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. But everybody should have 1. I hope I've got it right. But everybody should have at least 1 square in. That people of those that were sent in. Some people got 2 because of the numbers, and we had to sort of make it 11 by 11. There were 89 people actually sent in squares. So some people did get 2. Everybody got at least 1. At least I hope everybody got at least 1. We spent hours trying to make sure it was all right. But some people, I think there were 8 squares that we couldn't put in. Right, I'm just going to go back over that piping cord. So back over like that and over again, just to make sure it's nice and secure. There we go, and down this side. I'm just going round the edge, just following the edge of the fabric, using edge of foot. But yeah, it's beautiful. I'm very, very happy with it. It just looks great. It really does. I'm very, very chuffed that you all joined in. And like I said, for everybody who sent them in, I think I'm 99% sure I got at least 1 of everybody's in. We did try hard. We tried to get as many as possible in. Sarah Jane didn't get 1 in the end. She forgot to do one. She didn't get 1 done in time. But she has helped with some of the stitching, so that's all right. So I've stitched all the way around, left a gap in the bottom, and then I'm going to use pinking shears just to trim off all this excess. Like that side, across the top, get rid of that bit of excess piping cord because it's nice and stuck in there now. Like that, all the way down. And then, now I'm not the turning gap bit, I'm not cutting off the excess there. I'm going to leave that because it makes it much easier to turn under and hem it with that bit. And just get rid of that thread too, like that. And then we're going to turn this all the way through. Looking forward to seeing it at festival. Yeah, it's going into Festival of Quilts as well. Right, just talk amongst yourselves a second while I turn this through. Hi Angela, how are you? Oh, don't worry about being late, lovely. Thank you for joining us. Pull it through like that, and then just your knitting needle, let's push out these seams. So like that. Push out that nice corner there. And push out that corner there. But yeah, we've done the forms for festival as well. I haven't sent the form for festival off yet because it has to have photos included. So I want to take some photos at Malvern, but I've got till mid-June before I've actually got to submit that form. But it's paid for. I just haven't sent the form in yet because I want to make sure I'm turning under that gap. I want to make sure I've got some good, photos of it out flat. Oh, there goes my knitting needle, and then give this a press. Okay, so there you go. You've got your little tea bag shape. Press out those corners nicely. Make sure it's a nice, neat shape. Like that. And now I'm just going to stitch all the way around. And I'm going to use the contrast stitching. You don't have to. You could put a white or whatever back in, but I'm going to use the contrast stitching to stitch or top stitch all the way around to hold that, and that'll close up that gap as well. Okay, so back to the machine. I've got to go up a little bit, haven't I? I've just realised I'm quite far down. Okay, so I'm just going to, about, what, 1/8 of an inch away, just going to stitch all the way around, just to give that a nice little edge, and that'll close up that gap too. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, once I've taken all the photos at Malvern, I'm going to go right through my fish. They were a bit low, never mind. Oh, this is not going to look as cute as I thought it was going to do. Going to be, because I've just had to stitch through my fish. As soon as I've taken those photos, I can attach those to the form, because it's like an online form from the festival, and get that sent off, and then we'll be officially entered into Festival of Quilts as well. Has anybody else put quilts into Malvern? Marie, did you do one in the end? I know you were thinking about doing it. Get nearly there. All the way around. Oh, let's just get rid of that thread there. Oh, that's a bit wonky, never mind. Okay. Oh, see, I wish I'd moved those little fish up a little bit more now. Never mind. Never mind. So, top stitch that all the way round. Let's get rid of my threads just there. Come on. I've got a long one. Yeah, there it is. Got it. And on the back too. Okay, so there's the little tea bag bit done. And you want that flat because that's going to sit in the book. Okay, so you want that nice and flat. Got a thread there as well. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. Now, what I want to do is I want this to be about 7 inches from there. So there to there. And chop off that excess bit there, like that. And now we're going to make a little tag on the end here. Okay, so let's move that over there a second. This, I'm using tiny little scraps. You need two 2-inch squares. So I thought that, there we go. Let's use a little bit of this one. So these were little sample pieces of the Land of Enchantment that I got given. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to fussy cut one of these little birds, I think. So let me just move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I want it to be 2 inches square, and then 2 of them. So my 1 by 1, I want in the centre of that bird, just there. About there, there he is. So I've got him centred. You don't have to fussy cut, but I thought, well, this is, I really need a new blade in this rotary cutter as well. Well, I've got a pretty fabric that's got an obvious little pattern that I can go around. That's what I'm going to do. So I've got a 2-inch square there, and then I'm going to do another one like this, so I can get, oh, there we go. Oh, this is a nice pattern. You'd actually, it repeats on a 2-inch, so I'm going to have little birds both sides. Nice bit of pattern repeating on that one. So I want 2 little 2-inch squares. Mine's been entered, and you've received the receipt that they have it. Brilliant. Sandra, you're looking forward to Malvern. We'll come and say hello. Oh, please do, lovely. That would be really nice to see you. And then I want a 1.5-inch square of wadding, because I just want a little bit of padding on this. So, but because I'm going to cut it down, I don't want the wadding to show. So I just want a little bit, 1 inch, 1.5 inch little tiny square of wadding. Okay. So first, that's going to be the back of the tab, and then we're going to add that little bit of wadding, and then I'm going to put a knot at the end here so it doesn't pull out like that. And if you kind of hold the knot flat as you pull it, so it's a flattish knot. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Maria, I'm looking forward to see what you've done as well, lovely. I will make sure, oh, you'll come in anyway, aren't you, to Malvern? But yeah, looking forward to seeing what you've done. There we go. Sandwich that little knot in there, and then that one goes on top. I like that. So you've made fabric quilt sandwich, wadding, knot, fabric sandwich. And then pin, just to hold it together, like that. And we're going to stitch all the way round now. So again, I'm going to do edge of foot all the way round there, and I'm going to go round twice because I want to make sure it's nice and secure. Okay, so back over we go, and we're nearly done. These are super quick, super quick. Once you've cut them out, you really can make loads of these in an afternoon. I think maybe if you were making like World Book Day, or if the kids have, you know, grandkids have got a book fair happening, how cute would it be to send a load of bookmarks in for them? This would, I mean, honestly, would be almost, oh, hang on, I've moved, damn it, I've just moved that knot. Let me put it back up where it's supposed to be. There we go, back up there, because I want it right in the centre. How cute would it be to send in loads of these for the kids that, you know, maybe the teachers could give away when the kids buy a book at the book fair or whatever? I just think it'd be really cute. Across like that. Because once you've made one, you're going to make loads of these. Right, so I've joined up my square now, and I'm going to go round again because I want this to be mega secure. There we go, round again. So it's like a double line of stitching. There we go. When do they do the judging? They will do the judging on the evening of setup day. So when I go there to set up, when Sarah and I get there on the Wednesday to set up, we'll see all the quilts up. They'll all be hung by then, so I'll be able to see it up. But we won't know until Thursday morning if we've won anything, because they do it once all the exhibitors have gone home. They're very mean. Oh. No, sorry. I'll just go back over that piping cord just once more. There we go, like that. They wait till all the exhibitors gone home and set up for the day, and then they do the judging. So when we go in on Thursday morning, we'll be able to see who's won what and stuff. Right, again, I'm going to get my pinking shears out, and I'm just going to pink the edge all the way around now. I'm going to keep it quite close to that stitching so that you haven't got the tags not too big. Oh, that was probably a little bit too big. There we go. And down that side like that. And then obviously I just don't want to cut right there because I'm going to cut that piping cord. So pull that cord out of the way and cut the, can you see I've just pinched it so it's out the way, and cut the front. Oh, try not to cut that. I nearly did then. There we go, cut that side and then cut this side. There we go. And that's done. How quick was that? What, 15 minutes? Could make them for a school prize cupboard. Children who collect 30 stars for good behaviour. Oh, that's a lovely idea. You're going Thursday, Eileen. Oh, yeah, you'll see you then. I love that idea, Sandra. I mean, super quick. You know, play with those stitches you've got on the machine. You could do your initials and stuff like I did on mine, which is, no, I can't find it. Here it is. But then I suppose you wouldn't know what initials it was for the kids. Again, a bit off centre, but that's because I was playing with the thing. But little tiny tea bag, fake tea bag, in your book, so that's nice and flat, doesn't do any damage to your book, and then that hangs out front or back, and that's your little tag, so it doesn't fall out. And you know, because it's flat, they stay in there. I mean, the tag moves a bit, but that bit's actually staying in there because it's nice and flat. Just think it's really cute. I mean, who doesn't love a cuppa? You could applique the school logo on one part. Oh, that's a nice idea. Yeah, if you've got it, you could applique the school logo, or if you've got an embroidery machine and you can download the school logo, you could put that on there. Or maybe you've got on your machine, like I've got loads of different pictures and stuff on mine. Maybe there's one that's got like a little book or a star or something, you know, something like, you know, because they've got 30 stars. You could do a big star or something on it, or 30, you know, 30 and then stars, so they know what they got it for. But really tiny bits of fabric, a little bit of piping cord, so, and I think again, cute for craft fairs for kids. You know, encourage them to read. But if you're giving a book as a present, you know, in one of those book pouches with a little personalised bookmark, how cute is that? I really like those. I think they're very, very cute. Really cute. What's that, Claire? You're coming on Friday. Ah, lovely, lovely. Right, let me come back over here. Hi. We'll see you on Friday then, lovely. Apparently, John Scott of... excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Another one in there? Maybe. Oh, definitely 3. It's always in 3s, isn't it? John Scott from Sewing Street, presenter, is going to be there on Sunday. I did have a little look. I don't think he's exhibiting. I think he's maybe he's going to teach a workshop, or maybe he's just going to have a little mooch and look around. I don't know. But he did say on Sewing Street the other day that he's going to be there on Sunday. So if you're there on Sunday and you watch Sewing Street, you can go and say hello to him. That's it then for tonight, my lovelies. Really nice and quick one. Hopefully I will be here on Tuesday. You could put names on them. Yeah, you really could. If you were gifting one specifically with a book and like a book pouch or something, you could absolutely put people's names on it, or funny little sayings or something, you know. Just cute little project. I like these. Super fast to do. Such small amounts of fabric. You know, they cost pennies, and you know, you could sell them at church, you know, if you're raising money for charity or craft stalls or anything. That's a nice little basket of bookmarks, isn't it? You know, a couple of quid for those type of thing, and you make a few pennies on those. Hopefully I'll be here on Tuesday. The plan is to be here on Tuesday, depending on my builders. So they have finished with the bathroom now, apart from grouting the tiles, which they're going to do tomorrow, but then they're ripping out the kitchen on Friday, because I've got to have a whole new kitchen ceiling as well. But I'm also having a new kitchen too, because the cupboards had got ruined at the back, which we didn't realise, and when they took one down to measure the ceiling, the cupboard fell apart because it was all whatever it's like, the plywood or whatever is the back of the cupboards had all bleh and everything from all the flood. So I'm having a new kitchen as well. So they're ripping that out on Friday. They did say all the noisy stuff should be done-ish, because the new ceiling's going up on Monday. So hopefully they're just building cabinets on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't really care Wednesday, Thursday, because I'm going to be in Malvern, and Phil's off next week because stupidly he chose next week to have off because he was using some vacation days up, and he's going to have to deal with no kitchen and all the builders. Yay! Not me for a change. So my plan is to do Tuesday. If not, if it's too busy, I might do Tuesday evening instead, but we'll play it by ear, guys. Okay, I'm really sorry about the disruptions, but I couldn't help the leak, and I couldn't help what's going on out there. Oh, you're very welcome, my lovely. You'll be glad to go to Malvern. I really will, Claire. I really will, because we stay with my mum and she feeds us, so we're not like in a hotel or anything where we've then got to, you know, go and like live on meal deals and stuff, because you can't cook in a hotel room. So me and Sarah go back to my mum's after the show. We have a nice good old natter. She feeds us. There's always pudding as well. Although I've got to lose some weight again. I've put on too much weight again, so I need to lose some weight. But I'm not even going to attempt that till after I've been at my mum's for 4 days, because she will feed us, and get a nice comfy bed to sleep in, and go and do the show. The Malvern shows always love. Finger crossed, no floods. Me too, lovely. Me too. I will be. I'm going to be dealing with the ombudsman tomorrow. That's my job tomorrow. I'm working from home, and we are still in a battle with Enterprise. Yeah. So I have ombudsman forms to fill out tomorrow. That's going to be a fun day. Not. Oh, the glamorous lives we lead. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous actually about driving to Malvern. Whenever I go up to Create and Craft, I'm going to be very honest with you all now. Actually, this is very personal, but yeah, whenever I go up to Create and Craft and I have to go over the bridge, and I can see I have to go over the river on the M50 up to the M5. So you go over the bridge and you can see the River Severn, and you can actually see the road from the bridge where we got flooded on this little road. And genuinely, I have proper anxiety about it, and I'm not an anxious person, but it was very, very scary, very scary. And I'm not overly looking forward to driving to Malvern in the van again because of that. And I know it sounds a little bit strange, but yeah, I'm feeling a little anxious about it actually. And don't normally get anxious, but yeah, it's not something I'm looking forward to actually. But it will be fine. The main roads are going to be open. They're not going to put us on a silly little diversion or down a country lane, and the River Severn's not going to flood again. So it'll be fine. I'm a full believer in that things turn out as they're supposed to. So, right, my lovelies. I will hopefully see you Tuesday. Yeah, think of me tomorrow, filling out all these forms. I really, we can go a different way. Yeah, I might do Sarah actually. Maybe go the other way through rather than go through Upton. I genuinely just seeing it, going over the bridge and seeing where it happened gets to me a little bit. So, and that's me driving in a car just going up to a Chandler, and then I get over the bridge and it's gone out of my mind and I'm fine again. But those few seconds going over the bridge make me have to have a big deep breath. Doesn't sound strange at all when you've done it once. Yes. Claire, you still avoid a road where you almost came a crop. I get flashbacks, so appreciate what you mean. Thank you, lovely. Favourite tunes and sing, it always helps distract. Yes, I do. I do tend to blast the music at that point just to get me through there. Is Sarah Jane doing tomorrow? That is the plan that she will be doing tomorrow, because they should just be grouting tomorrow and doing all the little bits and pieces upstairs in the bathroom. So, because it's pretty much done, and they're not starting ripping out the kitchen till Friday. So it should be quiet enough that Sarah Jane will be here tomorrow. Hopefully, yes, she will be. So, right, anyway, I'm just rabbiting now, just chatting crap, aren't I? So, Sarah will see you tomorrow, fingers crossed, no noise, and I will see you Tuesday, fingers crossed, no noise, and then we'll see some of you at Malvern. So, take care, my darlings. Bye.